It was just a joke. And then my husband slapped my mouth in front of everyone. I still hear the sound. The room went completely silent. Every eye turned toward me, and in that instant, I felt something inside me break. I wish I could say I stood up. I wish I could say I shouted. I didn't. I froze. The silence around me was louder than the slap itself. I could feel every heartbeat in the room. And in that moment, I realized my life would never feel the same again. That morning had started normally. No fights, no arguments, nothing unusual. He kissed my forehead before leaving for work. "See you tonight, babe," he said. I smiled. I believed him. I had no idea that by lunchtime, my ordinary day would turn into a nightmare. He had invited me to his office for lunch. It wasn't common, and I felt a flutter of excitement. I wanted to look good. I wanted to make a good impression. I wanted to belong to his world for just a little while. The office was bright, busy, and filled with laughter. His coworkers seemed friendly. People were joking around, telling stories. I felt welcomed, for the first time in weeks. We sat together at the table. The conversation was casual, lighthearted. I laughed. I smiled. I thought maybe this could be a happy day. The atmosphere was comfortable. I was enjoying myself. Finally, I felt like I was part of his life outside our home. One of his coworkers made a silly remark. Everyone laughed, including me. I added a small comment, playful, harmless, just a little joke, the kind couples exchange, and then his expression changed. I didn't understand at first, but before I could react, his hand came up, and he slapped my mouth. The laughter disappeared instantly. The room went quiet. It felt like the air had been sucked out of the office. I couldn't speak. I couldn't move. My face burned. My heart was racing uncontrollably. He leaned closer and whispered, "Don't embarrass me again." Then he walked away. I was left standing, humiliated. His coworkers stared at me. Some looked shocked. Some looked uncomfortable. No one spoke. No one comforted me. I realized that the slap wasn't just about the joke. It was about control. It was about showing power in front of witnesses. The ride home was silent. He acted as if nothing had happened. I sat in the passenger seat, replaying the moment in my head. The sound of the slap, the stunned faces of his coworkers, the embarrassment. It haunted me. That night I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking, was it really just a joke? Or was this a glimpse of something darker? The slap was not random. It was a message, and the message was clear. I control you. I own you. You must obey. Over the next few days, I began noticing all the little signs I had ignored. The way he corrected me publicly, the way he subtly controlled my words, the way my laughter slowly disappeared. I realized I had been shrinking, not physically, but emotionally. I had been silenced in my own marriage. That slap wasn't just an isolated moment. It was a warning, a glimpse into a pattern of control and humiliation. 3 days later, I finally confronted him. "You slapped me," I said. He looked at me with a calm expression. "You deserved it," he replied. My heart dropped. That sentence explained everything. It confirmed my fear. This wasn't about a joke. It was about power. It was about control. It was about keeping me small. For him. I realized I couldn't ignore this anymore. I didn't leave immediately, but I started planning, quietly, carefully, bravely. I saved money. I packed important documents. I reached out to friends secretly. I reminded myself of my own strength. I began building courage, brick by brick. I was preparing for freedom and a life without fear. One morning, while he was at work, I left. No note, no dramatic goodbye. I chose myself. I chose my safety. I chose my dignity. The world outside felt overwhelming at first, but it was mine. I felt the weight lift off my shoulders as I stepped into my new life. It has been 1 year since that day. I laugh freely again. I breathe freely. I am no longer afraid of jokes or of being myself. I have rebuilt my life. I have regained my confidence. I no longer shrink to fit someone else's control. I am free. I am strong. And I finally feel safe in my own skin. If someone humiliates you, controls you, or hurts you in public, that is not love. That is your warning. You deserve respect. You deserve safety. You deserve freedom. Never let anyone make you small. Never let anyone take your voice, your life, your dignity, your choice. Always remember, you are stronger than you think, and you are worthy of love without fear.